Do you have like a, I don't know, like a hiker's beer? Someone who is trying
Ooh, yeah. So it's funny you say that. Like our number one seller is our light lager, which surprised me. As like a craft brewery, like I would think people would want to come up for like our IPAs, or like we have a mango habanero beer on, like that sort of like craft beer niche stuff. But they just want to drink American light lagers. I'm like, that's fine. I'll sell you a $7 light lager, but you could bring up Coors, and they just don't. So I found that's been super interesting.
Yeah, I would think like there's a shift on, the mindset, on the paradigm of people. Like me initially, I don't know, I found this the hard way, like going to some kickball tournaments, like with my 6-pack,
Yeah.
and then like getting ridiculous amount of cramps and like ligaments, like not being well hydrated. So yeah, as an athlete, kind of like, oh, I have to say no to the beer and get the Gatorade back on the cooler.
Right. No, and it's funny you say that, because I know that's kind of like athletic brewing companies' shtick, right? Like the NA beverage, where it's just like you can feel like you're drinking beer, but not actually. So yeah, so we're actually looking at like lower, like like the premise I'm going with this year is lower ABV beers, for that exact reason that you're talking about. Is I think people want to drink volume versus getting drunk on ABV kind of thing. So that's the premise that we're going to play around with this year and see if it actually works. So like a light lager, we're going to try an NA beer. We're going to try to keep most of our beers around that 5% ABV, and we're going to see how well the beer sales do this year.
Yeah, especially I don't know, like you gotta find a designated driver who can drink more than 2. So
Exactly.
it's complicated as well.
Yeah, exactly. And people have been more and more responsible. It feels like people are becoming more and more responsible with that. So, so to keep them there longer, having lower ABV beer, and then also actually expanding our food program as well. So we got a deep fryer and a flat top. Before we just had like a pizza oven.
Yeah, it's
So,
been.
yeah, so we're trying to expand that as well.
Become like a restaurant kind of.
Yeah,
technically
brew pub. Yeah, so we are classified as a brew pub because we serve food and liquor and wine and beer and all the things. And so yeah, so trying to double down into that food program just to really try to increase our specifically our beer sales, but our cocktail program and NA program as well have been, we saw growth last year from both of those.
Good. Nice. Also, like, I don't know, in my little experience or knowledge, like the other large brewery there in Colorado, Coors.
Yes.
Isn't the Coors Light their number one thing?
Coors Light's number one. Yep. That's an American light lager. Yep. We actually get the water before they do. So I think that's kind of fun that we get Coors water before Coors gets it.
You're upstream.
We're upstream. Yep.
Some guy was just, his email signature. He's from California though. So he says like, yeah, make sure when you drink water that you drink upstream from the herd.
Yep.
That's
exactly it. Yeah.